Get started. So the year is 1403. This guy Judy just killed his nephew and he became the third Ming emperor. China has never been so big, China has never been so powerful, and he's actually going to be one of the greatest emperors ever. So what does he do? He gets the most educated scholars in China and he says, put all the knowledge we have together and let's build an encyclopedia. It's the first ever, and for 600 years, it's going to be the biggest ever. The biggest until, of course, we get Wikipedia. They were about the same size in 2007, 6 years into the making in Wikipedia. If I were to ask for a quick show of hands who went to Wikipedia and looked at something in the past 24 hours, I get most answers. If I get a week, that's even more. And the beauty is that it's been written by almost everybody or nobody. If you look for geography, for science, for Pokemon, for pop culture, whatever, you name it, you will have it on Wikipedia. Chances are that if you Google something, you will find the solution on Wikipedia. If you were to print it, which is so 19th century or even 20th century, you would get this much just with the English Wikipedia. But of course, you don't do it. You don't print it. You just go on your phone and you look it up. And that's easy. I mean, we're connected every time, we're connected every day, we get every answer from Google, and Google gets the answer from Wikipedia. But that's the easy answer for us people living here in Zurich. What happens if you are not in Zurich, but say you're in a place where there is no connectivity? If you're in a place where getting your phone is not that easy, I mean, if you've all been skiing at some point, you know you're on the wrong side of the mountain, and then, well, no more Google, no more phone, no more nothing. It's not just a question. It happens actually for a lot of people across the world. We're the lucky ones. If you look at this map of connectivity, you see that a lot of people are living in the countryside, are living in sub-Saharan Africa, or even in the middle of the ocean. Or in Italy. Sucks to be them. So what do you do if you can't connect? Actually, you do compress Wikipedia or whatever, and you put it on an SD card, which is about the size of a coin. So the question is not anymore how do you connect, but how much material can you put on that coin? Well, you can put the TED Talks, you can put Wikipedia, any language, 280 language. You can put the Project Gutenberg, which is all public domain books that ever existed. Wiki Voyage, there's even a standalone app if you're traveling around the world. You name it. You can really put anything on that much space. And now we have micro SD cards, so it's even smaller. And from that, you put it on a Raspberry Pi, for instance. It's a small computer, costs less than $100, and you can go everywhere with it because it creates its own Wi-Fi network, so you can actually create your own little network. Like the Goodall family. They've been backpackers for 5 years. A wife, husband, 3 kids, and whenever the kids need to do their homework, well, they plug Kiwix, or Wikipedia, offline Wikipedia as we call it, and they do their homework. And talking about homework, we've got those kids. They're in northern Ghana. It's Wa, which you all know is a city of 100,000 inhabitants, and it has no internet connection, or very poor internet connection. So we went up there, and we got offline Kiwix for them, and they get to access data. So maybe they will become physicians. Like this app, you can actually, if you have an Android phone, you can download it. It's called WikiMed, and it's all the curated content for medical Wikipedia. And you can access it very much everywhere. That's the principle. But what happens is if the problem is not how you connect to content, but someone doesn't want you to connect to content. If your own government says, well, access to knowledge is a threat, it's not an opportunity, then you have an issue. And it's, again, not just a question, because if you look at this map, which is censorship across the world, you see that the green is not really getting any greener, and the red is certainly not going anywhere from now on. It's getting worse. So you need to find solutions. And solutions you have like this guy, Kwang. Kwang is a North Korean defector, and he picks offline Wikipedia and puts it on USB sticks. And he crosses the border, he's here in China crossing into North Korea, and he loses USB sticks. They have no freedom, but they have computers and they have curiosity. And people plug into it, and it's the best propaganda because it's not propaganda. It's just the outside world, it's knowledge. And every day we have people like this across the world. We get 1 million downloads every year from people who actually don't know how they use Wikipedia, but we know they need to access it. There is that need, we fulfill it. And actually, some people came to us saying, well, we're SpaceX. We have that project to put a commercial landing on the moon. We have some extra space. Would you like to bring Wikipedia on board? And we're like, yeah, sure, whatever. We'll try. So we'll see if it pans out. But at the end of the day, it's a matter of access. You need to provide access to some of all human knowledge. That's the key, and that's exactly what we're doing. Thank you.